Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm making 3 appetizers. These recipes would be perfect for Christmas or for holiday parties, and they're easy to make. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas. Now let's go ahead and get started. This first recipe is Rotel sausage balls. I'm making this easy, and I'm going to make them in my stand mixer. So I started out by adding 8 ounces of room temperature cream cheese, 1 pound of sausage, you can use the hot if you prefer, 2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese, and I drained a can of Rotel and added that in. Give that a quick mix, and I'm not sure why I grabbed my dough hook here. Well, the recipe called for the dough hook attachment, but I've been making a lot of bread here lately, and I just automatically grabbed that. Otherwise, you'll see here in a minute, I used the paddle attachment. I scraped the sides of the bowl down. Then I added in 1.5 cups of Bisquick. And here's where I switched to the paddle. Now mix that until everything is well combined. This batter is very messy and sticky, and I guess it's like that with every sausage ball recipe, but that's why I use my stand mixer. Now this is ready to form into balls. I'm using a cookie sheet that I've lined with parchment paper. I've got a small cookie scoop. It's about 1.5 maybe inches wide. I don't bother trying to roll these into perfect balls. I just scoop them with my cookie scoop and plop them on the parchment paper. Here they are, ready to go in the oven, and I bake these at 400 for 18 to 20 minutes, or until they're golden brown. These are delicious, and you can't have just one. They don't last long in my house. These are perfect for Christmas parties, family get-togethers, and they're also an easy game day appetizer. This next one is beef and cheddar sliders. I started out by chopping up about 3/4 of a pound of thinly sliced deli roast beef. You don't have to do this, but I feel like it's easier to separate the sliders when they're done. And if you have dull knives like me, you just give up and start tearing. My knives are the Cutco brand, and you can actually send them off and they'll sharpen them for you. But it takes 2 weeks, and I can't see going 2 weeks without my knives. I've got all my roast beef torn up in the bowl there, so to that I added 1/2 cup of barbecue sauce. Now give that a stir to make sure everything is coated in that sauce. And use your favorite barbecue sauce for this. I think I'm actually using some I got from Aldi, but our favorite is Sweet Baby Ray's. I've got 12 dinner rolls here, but you can also use the Hawaiian rolls. I sliced them in half horizontally, and you can see my wonderful knife skills here. As long as you get the job done, that's all that matters. I placed them on a small baking sheet, then removed the top and set it to the side. Now I'm adding my barbecue roast beef mixture to the bottom half of those rolls. Use a spoon or whatever you want to spread out that mixture. Make sure you get it all the way to the edge. I've got 8 slices of cheddar cheese, and I'm just placing them down evenly over the top of that roast beef. Now I'm just placing the top of those rolls back on. Now I'm going to head over to the stove to make a delicious buttery sauce to top them off with. To a small saucepan, I added 1 stick of butter. I let that start to melt. Then I added in 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard, a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, and now I'm adding 1.5 teaspoons of poppy seeds. Stir that until everything is well combined. Bring that mixture up to a boil. I let it boil for just a couple minutes, then I removed it from the heat. And as I was pouring this, it just seemed to be going in between the rolls there. So I ended up grabbing my little brush to make sure those tops were completely covered. This does make a lot of butter sauce, so if you wanted to reduce the amount of butter, you could, but we love it. Now these go into the oven at 350 for 20 to 30 minutes, or until the tops are golden brown. These sliders are absolutely delicious. They're messy, but so good. These are also great for lunch or an easy supper. I even packed some in my husband's lunch box for him to take to work. This last one is one of my family's favorites. It's a bacon and spinach dip. I'm going to start by cooking 1 pound of bacon. I drained it, chopped it into pieces, then set it to the side. Now I'm going to microwave a 10-ounce package of frozen chopped spinach, following the directions on the back of the package. I drained it very well, then added it to a large bowl, along with an 8-ounce block of softened cream cheese, 2/3 cup of mayonnaise, 1/3 cup of diced jalapeños drained, and 6 ounces of shredded Parmesan cheese. Now I'm going to add in that cooked and crumbled bacon from earlier. Mix this until everything is well combined. I'm using my mixer for this, but a spoon will work fine too. Now you'll need a small baking dish for this. I'm using an 11 by 7, but a 9 by 9 will work fine too. I sprayed it with nonstick spray, then added in that bacon spinach mixture. Spread it out evenly. Now this will bake at 350 for about 25 minutes. This dip is really delicious. We like to have it with tortilla chips, but it's also good with the Fritos scoops. I really hope you enjoyed this video. You may also like these. Don't forget to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on any future videos, and I will see you in the next one.